Okay, now I'm going to walk through an example of what you would get after we provide our service. So I'm going to show you what the workflow looks like, what kind of functionality it has, and examples of automations that we can put in to automate the repetitive tasks that keep you bottlenecked. So this could be a workflow that you have in your head already, or if you don't have any sort of workflow or system for it, we could create it for you. We would have a discovery call, and from that, I would take the pain points and what you say in the workflows and combine any tools or documents that you might have. And I would take the time to make the flow chart for you. We would have the written instructions here. If you have any sort of SOP that's buried in a Google Doc that you probably don't use, you could put it in here and kind of make it functional. You can navigate in here, Google Docs, and read it, or you could pop this out and read it in a full window. These canvases are great because you can use videos or images and then embed it right here, so you don't have to go digging through to see everything. And we know sometimes pictures are better than written instruction. I usually keep the workflow very clean with just the bigger nodes, the bigger points, and then do the written instructions over here, not to clog it up. We would include the tools along the way via easy to understand visuals. So this is Notion. This links to a Notion database. We can color code everything. We have space for a walkthrough video if you want to walk through employees how to do it in a video here, and then they would have that easily. And then we would provide goals, documents, tools, summary metrics in the flow, just for a high-level overview. This is how we think of it, the bigger picture. It can be part of your entire business. So this is a workflow, and we think of the nodes within this as the tasks within the workflow, and many workflows make up a system, which is your content marketing, and then from there you have your function, which is marketing. And we have it as 8 primary functions of a business, small business. And this is higher level right now, but you could picture all of your workflows in one screen here. That if somebody needed to go to the marketing or the revenue and they wanted to go through sales process, it's easy to navigate and it's all in one place. So let's go back to our content marketing workflow right here, or our hook-based content creation workflow. And now we're going to run through the automations. So this is going to be, I'm going to mine hooks from a YouTube video. Hooks are the basis of all marketing content in my mind, and you should get them from actual pain points for your business. So for this example, we're going to act like we're a pillow company or physical therapist or something like that. Somebody that needs their business revolves around neck pain. Okay, so where we would start, this links to the automation, but I'm actually going to run it through a browser extension. So we can set them up anyway, and you could picture this workflow running as Reddit comments or Facebook comments and scraping those, but right now we're going to scrape the YouTube comments. So we're going off a YouTube video. We're doing a little bigger count, so it has more authentic comments in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to run the automation that I created. This is going to scrape the YouTube comments, and then it's going to look for common pain points and rank common pain points from this YouTube video. So this is the workflow running through, and you wouldn't need to worry about this. This all is what I would create, and it runs in the background. Okay, so when it's finished, we'll see here, completed, success. And what we did, we actually wrote all the comments to a database, so then we can easily look through them. So this could be Google Docs. I'm using Notion. It could be whatever you wanted, but we'll see here. And I've run this twice to test, obviously. But you'd have your document of all the pain points, the hooks, and all of that. Okay, so now we're back to the workflow, and we're just here, so at this database, and we'll go back to it. We know we need to pick the strongest hook that we have from here. So here, dress as exercise. We're gonna pick this hook. I'm gonna copy this, and as we're following, we need to create content from this. So we can go to the next automation. I'm gonna take my hook, and I'm going to put it in the interface. Add your hook. This is then reading brand DNA that I have, and that's for my business, so we'll see. This hook will be interesting, what it comes up with. And we're gonna run this, and what this is doing is creating an Instagram carousel, a tweet thread, a TikTok script, and a blog draft. And then again, it's gonna be right into a database, so we know where it is. So as you can see, it's going through, it's right in the blog draft. Okay, so now after our content creation automation ran, we know that we need to go here to our database. So we can click the link here. Obviously, this is, and then when we get here, we see all our content written and tagged: blog, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We can see what it looks like. So pretty good. Starts with the hook. Happens, we're at the bottleneck. So this would be Instagram post. Our TikTok script, completely written. Again, goes with the hook here. Simple Flow canvas. Obviously, using my brand DNA, I'm not going for neck pain, which you can imagine. So these are the types of automations that we would include. And then we would be back in the flow. We would pick that content, whatever one that we wanted to go with, probably tweak it a little bit. That's why it's great to have this flow outside where you have the human in the loop, and then you would post it. And then whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and you could follow that link. You or your employee would know, and you would have it right there and be able to open it up right from there. And then it would continue if you had to create any assets or schedule it if you wanted to schedule it on the calendar here. And again, these can be any different links, Google Docs, whatever you're using, and the automations can be tailored to your business. This was just a quick example that I wanted to go through. I think it shows everything, how useful these can be, your processes out of your head. And that's what we do. We create the workflows, we make it useful for you, we have you approve, then we stay on for 30 days after with any guidance that you might need. Thanks for joining.